Good morning, all of my little sunshines out there. Isn't it a wonderful day to be alive?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get her done.
That's right. Good morning, Jabus. Good morning, Lag. Good morning, Bumcrack. How are you folks doing today? So, how's things over in Texas, Todd?
It's hot. It's
It,
damn hot.
it's hot here too.
It's hot enough to get swamp ass in the air conditioning.
Swamp ass in the air conditioning.
It's hot.
I was just checking to see. Yesterday, we had a backyard full of deer. It was sunny, so I guess they were up. Well, they were all laying in the shade, and there was a big buck that was laying under the boys' playground. So yeah, we still have a playground from when they were little. Good morning, Glenn. 101 today in Louisiana.
Oh, it's chilly here. We're only getting up to 100.
My thumbnail look. Oh, I'm playing around with it. I lost my main hard drive and had to be reset, and I've lost all my graphics, so I'm having to rebuild. Yes, I know. Been involved in computers long enough. I should have had a backup copy of it, but I was wanting to create me a new icon, so I guess that's given me the chance to do it now. So, what you got going on today, Todd?
I think today is my auction pickup. Head on over there and see if I can get my crap.
Cool.
Two pallets of unclaimed freight. So we'll see how that goes.
Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you this morning? You know, like Macs are just so expensive. I would like to have one of the 27-inch ones. Is it the iMac? It's all in one for doing stuff like this and playing around with graphics. Good morning, American Honey.
But to get the good one you want is like $5,000, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 27-inch with that fancy screen on it and having the hard drive upgraded and it gets real expensive to really be able to do what you want to do with it.
Shoot. Every time my computer blows up, I just go get another $500 one from Walmart.
Well, that's it. And
PC.
and we have this new groovy computer store here that they have everything. I mean, they have all those little bits and bobs that you need, that you want to do for your computer. They have all of that kind of stuff. It's like when you walk in there, you've walked into Mecca. Music goes, ah. Yeah. So, I mean, for years, I built my own computers. And then it got cheap, so you can buy one off the counter already ready to go, cheaper. And then you have to spend 2 days getting rid of all the crap that's on it, all the crappy demo stuff.
Hmm.
So you're going to go get your stuff. That's didn't you say that's about an hour and a half away?
No, this one is a closer one.
Oh,
It's
okay.
about 30 miles.
Oh, okay.
Do, do, do. So, yeah, just a bunch of junk. I hope I can make money. I think I will. There's a bunch of big stuff I'm going to have to sell on Facebook Marketplace. Like on one of them, there's two of those that those outdoor clothes racks that you fold up like a
Umbrella?
beach umbrella.
Right.
I got 2 of those, and I ain't gonna ship those, so I'm gonna have to sell those on Facebook Marketplace for what I can get. I got a bunch of stuff I need to put on Facebook Marketplace. I got 2 bicycles. I've got a 3D printer. I've got a
Ooh,
scroll saw. Yeah.
3D printer. That'd be cool. Lag, even the good Mac Minis are expensive. One last comment, then we'll move away from computers. The Goodwill, because I have no experience with Macs. Not I had the last time I touched a Mac was the original little cube looking thing. I don't remember what it was called. The original Mac. Anyway, that's the last time I touched one. But over at Goodwill, you can tell I'm from the South. It's everything's the. Anyway, at Goodwill, the where they have the bins and whatnot, they have a electronics shop over there, and they have some over there for like $99, and it's the iMac ones or the ones that's all one piece. And I thought about getting one. Actually, Sergey and I've talked about getting one. Go halvesies on it, and just to play with and see how it works. Scott said that Scott has a way to be able to upgrade it to the current operating system, so just have to see. So, you're going to go over and pick up all this stuff and make a bunch of money. The bicycles you'll put on Facebook Marketplace too, won't you?
Yeah, there ain't no way I'm shipping a bicycle.
Well, Santa Claus does it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot he has transporter capabilities, so he can do that. 1500.
Do 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 do.
Oh, okay. That's still a lot more. That's still twice as much as I paid for this one, or Roberta paid for this one. This was a present.
So I got a question.
Sure.
Uh, the United States Postal Service has lost one of my packages.
Uh huh.
They haven't done this in, I think this may be the second time in 8 years of reselling that a package just has disappeared. It's gone. I don't remember. Does a eBay refunded the customer's money
Right. From you.
out of my funds?
Right.
Um, does My question is, and I can contact USPS and probably get a refund, but that's not my question. My question is, does that give you a ding on your account?
I don't think so. Has
They
it?
didn't, they didn't say in the note that it would, but
Are you trying to find out where the package is from USPS, or get your money back from them?
I'll just put in a request to refund.
Okay.
I think USPS is pretty good to refund on something they just lost.
Right.
I've heard that.
Good morning,
Ping,
Ping.
ping says no ding. You refund the buyer, then you file a claim. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not my fault.
I think she paid about 950 for it. Like,
I don't like jumping through the hoops to get a refund from USPS.
good morning, Craig.
And it was $16 handball glove, so
Right.
it's not gonna break me if I just ignore it. But I guess $15 is $15.
Lag says that if eBay had to step in to refund it, you get a ding.
Well, Ping just said they don't give you a ding.
Well,
Let me look real quick at
it
my.
it it probably depends on what the circumstances are. You know, okay, I'm
Uh,
assuming that has the tracking dropped off.
has it dropped off? What do you mean
Yeah,
dropped
I
off?
mean, is it still showing that the tracking number for that package is still out there?
Yeah, it's the last update was on July 19th.
And what did it say?
It said this package is arriving late. No duh. Anyway, let's see.
Well, the I would think if eBay has any common sense, and but that's always questionable. Um, they would see the fact that it's still showing out there, being out there in USPS land somewhere that hasn't been delivered, but it's been tracked.
I haven't got a defect on my transaction defect rate yet, so
How long ago did you ship?
oh god, it was like July the 7th. No, I was on vacation. It must have been like God, no, it was before I went on vacation. It was like July 5th.
Okay. Yeah, it's time to file a lost claim.
Yeah, but that wasn't my question. My question was, does it give me a ding?
No.
You
Ping
said
says no, but Lag says yes, it does. So
did
y'all
did
are at
it,
odds on this.
It gives you a ding if you don't refund.
Well, eBay refunded them out of my funds. I
Okay, so
did.
they already filed a claim with eBay and you agreed and you refunded.
I didn't agree to a refund. I sent the track update on the tracking number. So I don't know.
well, they probably didn't ding you because you shipped it on time, and it's no. He said eBay refunded it. Lag. You shipped it on time. It went into the system like it was supposed to on time. USPS has lost it, so that's the problem. The reason they didn't ding you on it. Good morning, Phil. Well, see, that's what I was thinking too, Lag. But the case is that this product is still out there somewhere. So they might have not dinged him because it's not something that he can handle.
Yeah. He has no control over the
Yeah.
post office.
Lag says you have to be quick with the refunds.
Lag is correct, says Beard. Well,
Oh,
I guess I'm
God.
gonna get a ding.
Well, you might not. I guess the normal thing is that if you don't refund in time, that you get a ding. But since this is, why would you refund it when it hasn't got anywhere?
I don't know. eBay refunded them yesterday, but I haven't received a ding for it on my account yet.
Right. Well, if you do, then
They consider you a loser.
loser, you get a ding. Uh, maybe, I mean, Todd, you have a good history, so they might not ding you on that because it's not your fault. But I would I would file a claim against
I don't know. They ran a
USPS.
review on my store a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but like you sell those big ticket items, those $12,000 and $13,000 items. Man, you got the money to be a kid living in your mom's basement, running your operation out of her basement.
No, honey, the customer just contacted eBay that their package hadn't arrived, and then it gives you the drop down of choices: send updated tracking, da 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 da, or refund or whatever. I sent the updated tracking. Well, the only thing I could have done different was go ahead and refund when the request came in.
Yeah, that's your clue to refund, lag. Like you want to just have to cowboy up and come in the show one morning. We won't laugh at you.
I will.
Todd will. You know, Scott will. Phil says he waits 3 to 4 days, and that eBay gives you. Then I refund you way out.
Yeah, bum crack, but global shipping is different because as long as you get it to the shipping hub, you're covered. Man, my international sales dropped off a cliff. When was it? A year ago? 9 months ago? When they
Scott,
did all that when they did all that shifting around.
yeah, Scott, get your butt in here if you're going to do all this talking.
Yes. Talking is a lot easier than typing up all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
No, Beard, it didn't say that. It just, gave you the drop down boxes of things you can do, and the one I chose was uh
Refund.
no, was
No.
update the tracking,
Oh.
and uh the tracking number automatically populated. I didn't even have to go look it up.
Oh, good.
Todd, we have some pretty ladies that come in on our show.
Yeah,
Ping and Julie,
I think that's Julie's daughter or something.
American Honey. I
Not
mean,
to say Julie's an old hag or anything, but I don't
uh,
think that's her in her picture there.
I
Highlight
mean,
Julie again. Let me wait.
highlight Judy again.
Yeah, I'm trying to let me look at that picture. Uh oh, no, that's Julie. Never mind.
Oh, you have met her.
I've seen her pictures before.
Mm.
Why am I not subscribed to you, Julie? Okay, there are subscribed you. Well, you don't have any videos. Why would I even want to? Oh, you got one video.
Beard says he knows we're old, but updating the tracking doesn't close the case.
Sorry, honey.
Good morning. Okay, good evening. I'm assuming that you're someplace where it's evening. Good evening, Scott.
I think women cheat though. They get all dolled up in their makeup, war paint and stuff, and we just gotta walk around being ugly.
You know, a
I could
Baptist
wear makeup though, I suppose.
a Baptist preacher that we had at one time just about got run out of the church, but he said he was, talking about things that within the Southern Baptist Church that's a little bit archaic, like women not wearing makeup and whatnot, or not wearing. He said, He said you can make any old barn look good with a coat of paint. And my mom, who never gets offended about anything, was kind of offended by that. So, ladies have the opportunity of dress putting
Gee,
on a coat of paint.
No, I stopped using makeup years ago. Takes too long, too much work.
bunch of work.
What, Scott? Oh, to make me attractive? First of all, what you got to get that preparation agent smeared around your eyes so it'll tighten up those wrinkles and.
Ooh, hopefully it's a new tube.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, but look at Ping there. She got her strap top on, and if I
Yeah,
wore something like that, there would be curly hair all over the screen. You wouldn't be able to see my chest for all the curly hair all over, everywhere.
And people
it's
would
going
be
to be a hot day here.
your wife beat her, Todd.
Yeah, I don't look good in a wife beater because I look like Sasquatch. Picture in your mind Tom Selleck with all that hairy chest.
Oh
There you go.
God. Ah, Lord have
Hairy
mercy.
chest used to be a thing. I remember, oh, what was his name? James Bond. He always had a hairy chest, and his.
Um, the one that was allegedly like to beat up on his girlfriends. Sean Connery. Is that who you're talking about?
He
Yeah,
did have a
Sean
hairy.
Connery.
didn't used to not be a thing where men would shave their body to look good.
I don't know.
Just let all that hair go everywhere.
My favorite.
Anyway, sorry, I put us on a weird topic. Sorry, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. That's what this show's about. Um,
But guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they started shaving everything, and that was the end of that.
yeah. Oh, by the way, if y'all take a moment and look at the description, and if I don't have y'all listed, your channels listed in the description, how about let me know? Because all these millions of views I get, people looking at the description, they might come over to your channel and see what you got going on over there. As just a small token of my thanks for coming in here and watching this nonsense on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I'll put it this way: when I hang out by our pool, I get I get suntanned, but underneath my hair is lighter because it doesn't, the sun can't get through all that hair.
Well,
There's a picture. There's a mind picture for you.
um, you can always go down to the shop where they do ladies' legs with the wax and have them removed.
Man, it
Thank
would
you,
it would
Scott.
take 148 wax strips to get all that off of me.
Or the electrolysis, or do they have to shave you before electrolysis? You know what I'm talking about, where they do the hair removal thing?
Yeah. Or you can go to those shops where they advertise threading.
Uh,
You ever tried that?
Todd have his chest hair threaded. That would be. He would be styling and profiling on his next cruise when he's walking around in a speedo
What's
bathing
that?
suit,
Do
just
they,
flip
do they like
flops.
braid chest hair or something?
I They braid eyelashes, so they could.
Braid eyelashes.
You have you haven't
Do they
seen?
really?
Yeah. Where
Oh,
have y'all been?
I've never seen that.
Yeah, they eyelashes and eyebrows.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're making lag sick.
Lag. If you get out more, you'd hear this stuff. Anyhow, the Saturn Swingers is. Oh, yeah, Kent. Oh, good morning, Kent. It's good to see you. Anybody wants to jump in,
Mm-hmm.
there's the link. The pancakes start sitting right lag. Maybe you ought to eat something besides pancakes. You're going to end up being fat like me if you keep on all those carbs. Yeah, Jabez, it's really, it's amazing. I mean, you look at, at the all the actresses and actors that have all this face work done that make
Mm-hmm.
them look like kind of look freaky. I
Yes.
mean, you see this right here? It only gets better with age. Wrinkles and all.
I don't
Uh,
understand why so many people think it's good. You know what? With all the fixing of the face, what makes them think, you know, that's what people want? You know,
Well,
too
a
many
lot
actresses.
of the I was always a Melanie Griffin fan,
Oh
and
yes.
she's had so much work done. She don't even look like Melanie
Nope.
Griffin.
She doesn't. Uh-uh.
Um, Goldie Hawn has had work done, and she's kind of looking
Yeah.
off. I mean, Jodie Foster is getting on up there. She's about my age, and she to me she's an attractive woman, and she hasn't done any
Yeah.
work. So that's just me. Carbs are not, or they are good for you to an extent. Lag, unless you're running around that 7,000 square foot um, warehouse you got under your mom's house. You need to. You need. I hope you need to be out there getting some exercise. Vintage. There is. We got a package, and I put it back in. That was for. It's our street address, but the street over from our house, and it sat in the mailbox 2 days. They never got it. They just pushed it to the back of the mailbox.
Mm.
So I took it over to the lady and I said, I even gave her our phone number. Gave her our phone number 'cause she said she's always getting ours too. And because I said I get y'all's mail a lot, and I said this has been sitting in the mailbox a couple of days, so I thought you might need it. She said she gets ours too. And I said, well, I gave her my phone number, and I said, if you ever get any of those white poly bags, I said, how about give me a call? I'll come get it. Because that's usually some of our meds. And I mean, it's like we're not on controlled substances or anything like that. So I don't think the street value is very high on some of it. Sometimes I don't even think they want to stop vintage.
I should find out what all these error messages are when I take my blood glucose test.
I
I
don't know
just
what.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
just get another strip.
I don't know what that is. Like Felix.
251. I just ate one piece. I had one piece of this breakfast coffee cake. It could not have affected it that much. Holy moly. I'll try it again.
Reputable labels. You talking about like shipping labels? Do you have them for like one of the little printers, or do you need them for a big printer? I'm surprised eBay doesn't have it hasn't started doing like the 4x6 labels with like their branding on it.
Are you saying the thermal labels don't have doesn't say eBay on it?
No, she's talking about just. I think she's bought some labels that just didn't stick or work right.
Oh,
4x6 thermal. Okay, yeah.
I saw. Okay. Oops.
MDMA supplement. You know, I have to check that.
Come on.
Uh, ecstasy. Is that what you're talking about? I don't need that, thank you. I would like to have something that would give me a little pep, but then I want ecstasy. My pharmacist would probably, well, I'd never see my pharmacist. Or if I talk to my doctor about, hey man, I was told I should get a little MDMA,
Oh,
he would probably call Roberta.
all right. Third time's charm.
Um, because of Scott, one of the, what was that store that was going out of business? I went in there and they had a box of rolls of the printing labels in there, and I bought one for like $5 that I can use. I think Todd bought. I mean Todd. I think Scott bought a daggum van full of them.
Oh God. Well, Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yes, that's what it was.
I went in there looking for stuff when they were closing out, and
All righty. That's all.
somebody had already taken all those. You had to have good timing to hit that thing in
Yeah.
where we live.
All right. Finally got a reading. 85.
What was it doing? Giving you error
Well,
message?
the first one said gave me an error EO, which I don't know what it is, because I usually get E2, and then I just get another strip.
Uh,
Because sometimes I think it thinks it's used. I have no idea. But these strips are cheap, so hey. So 85 is good.
Okay.
yes.
Question of the day. What is that?
What is what?
That.
Is that a turn that? Is that a? I started to say it was a stirrup, but there's no holes in it, is it?
Oh, that is interesting.
A bracelet? Can you put it on, Todd?
Yeah, it's a bracelet, but it's too small for my wrist. Here's another one.
Oh,
Felix, that looks like something from your neck of the woods. Hello, Perry.
So
Good morning.
I got those for $2 a piece at an estate sale.
okay.
They are West African currency bracelets made out of brass.
Whoa.
I've had them for like 2 or 3 years. And they sold yesterday for 25 a piece.
All
Nice.
right. Oh,
Same buyer.
good.
So you were just testing us. You didn't know. You already knew what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it took a little research to figure it out. What the hell is
Yeah, I
these? Are
bet.
Oh,
these?
they didn't know what it was at the estate sale.
They had some other African art there,
Uh huh.
and it was the last day of the sale, and nobody had bought any of that. So I bought like 4 pieces like this. I said, no, I bought 5,
Mm.
and they had like $20 a piece written on them.
Wow.
Whoa.
I just said, do you think you guys are going to sell those? They said, probably not. It was half off day, so they were $10 a piece. I said, well, I'll buy all 5 of those for
How much do you?
$10. So I already sold 3 of them. These are the last 2 that I had.
Mm.
One of them was like a stirrup.
Well, that's cool. Todd, you just find all the coolest things.
Sometimes I buy stuff just because I don't know what the hell it is.
And if it's cheap enough, you'll roll the dice.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. You might be surprised. Out on the left.
Vintage says the cake is probably. Vintage Memory says the cake is probably the issue.
What?
A while ago, she said she had a little bit of cake.
Oh.
And American Honey said she sold a high-end 6-bay surge protector yesterday. Been listed for 8 months, 8+ months. So that brings around the question: once you list stuff, do you ever take it back off the listing if it don't sell?
Mm.
I have purged some things before. The modern digital camo uniforms,
Mm-hmm.
they're not worth selling. But now the older, like the woodland camo stuff, it sells pretty good.
Right. So what did you do with the stuff that that you pulled? I mean, was it the modern camo is what you pulled?
I dumped a lot of it on the Lutherans at the rummage sale,
Uh,
and they put it out for sale, and they didn't sell any of it either, I don't think.
I didn't know whether you gave them to your boys and told them to wear them.
So,
You purge everything in 3 months lag.
no, I sold a SpongeBob over the weekend. I've had those for 6 years,
Mm.
but I sell about one a week.
Well, you know, if you had 100 things that you sold once a week that you got a bunch in storage, you know, that would be some pretty good jack. Good morning, Chastity.
But yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that toothbrush holders are going to find their way to a great American Texas landfill.
Mm.
Have you checked with? Can you donate some to the homeless shelters and whatnot?
I don't know.
Mm.
Well, see, I mean, you ought to see if you can and see if you can write it off on your taxes. Vintage Memories. I was about to say, I was waiting for Todd to finish talking. You know, I was going to say, leg, are you being serious or are you just pulling my leg again? Because if you're going to keep pulling my leg, you need to contribute to the cause.
I think that Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, one of his recent videos kind of dealt with we're going to blow out the stuff that isn't a proven fast. If it doesn't have a fast sell through rate, we're not going to list it. But
John, I got one of those. I looked at it and I said, "Oh no, I don't want to stick that in my arm." Nope. I said I'd rather prick my finger every morning.
I don't know about that, Phil. I am not a niche seller, so I wouldn't know if branching out from your niche would make your store less visible. In other words,
Ping.
I
When I
don't
used
know,
to
Phil.
when I used to game with these four guys a lot before everybody started having kids. One of them was Officer Chuck, and actually, if they hadn't have filled the jury up before it got to me, I would have gotten off because he was the lead detective in the case that they were trying. But anyway, he had an insulin pump, and it was always attached. Anyway, when we gamed, we started like at 6 o'clock on a Friday, and we gambled. We gamed till Sunday morning, and so we'd go through 4 or 5 boxes of Krispy Kremes and all kinds of crap. And my friend Chris and I, we used to freak out all the time because he would eat 3 Krispy Kreme glazes, and then he would hit that pump about 3 or 4 times. And he said, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I know how many times I need to hit that pump for every one of those Krispy Kremes." And of course, him being at that time he was on patrol type thing. We'd joke about the donuts. He should know because he probably eats more of those than anything else. But he would eat a couple Krispy Kremes and then he would be hitting that pump. I don't know anything about how that works, so I'm just repeating what I saw. Yeah, but it's Lag says he purges every 3 months. Anybody else purge stuff?
Nope.
I mean, I'm getting rid of some stuff because I'm having to rebuild a lot of listings. Um,
I have stuff up that for 20 years.
I'm not taking the time to relist some stuff that hadn't been sold.
Years.
Yep.
Any Disney stuff, I'm just going to throw it in a box, and when I get a box full, I'll send it to Bridget and let her deal with it. She can put it in her collection. Then I'll get hate mail from Chris.
I mean, I throw away a lot of stuff. Like I'll at an auction, I'll get it like a tote of used electronics,
Right?
and then I test it, and if it's not working, yeah, I just throw it away. I don't try to list it for parts usually.
You don't take it to the recycler or anything like that.
No.
Well, a
Uh,
few months ago, I went through my listings and I pulled up everything that was over 20 years old, and I put vintage in the
There you,
listing title.
there you go.
Field says he just marks them down to clearance prices.
Well, when I unlist and sell similar, I drop the price by 10%. And that seems to help.
So,
Yeah, but Phil, uh, I could clear those military uniforms down to zero,
Mm.
but then the shipping, a pair of pants is going to weigh over a pound, so it's going to cost $8 to ship them. So no, I ain't going to ship them for zero.
No.
So into the dumpster they go, or donate or whatever.
You know, one of the few times I've stopped by the bins, I heard these ladies talking about, I come over here and I buy jeans because I can get them over here cheaper than I can good at the store. Yes, you can get them cheaper than retail, but still, when you're paying by the pound, a pair of jeans, you know, has some weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a shopping cart full of jeans, time they weigh all that mess, you spend some money.
That's why the regional rate A box was great for me, because I could send heavy stuff and only pay the 2 pound rate. But they did away with that box.
Right.
So I have a ton of those boxes. But they are accepting them just by weight and distance. So that's why I started using them for my priority shipments, because they're smaller than the 1092 box.
They still have the flat envelope mailers, and I used to put blue jeans in those like crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I never.
But the price doesn't make sense anymore.
Mm,
When they came out with what's the other one? Ground Advantage.
Right. I was in the post office one day and a lady was bringing. She worked for a business that was in the complex where the post office is at. She had a shopping cart full of boxes that she was bringing back to them because they no longer used them because
mm,
they must have been the regional boxes. And the girl behind the counter at the post office, she was like, just slap a regular. I mean, she said just use them for shipping.
mm-hmm.
She said once you put your label on it, you're paying. You're not paying regional shipping. So
Yeah, I'm just looking at a USPS Priority Mail flat rate envelope. eBay gives you a 16% discount with a store, and it's still $8.18.
Mm.
So, yeah.
and how much will it cost you priority mail? I mean, Ground Advantage.
A pair of jeans
Mm-hmm.
are about the same, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just try something over a pound. Ground Advantage is $8.29. So the flat rate envelope is only 11 cents cheaper.
Mm.
So it doesn't make sense either way to sell
Right.
jeans unless the buyer doesn't mind paying $8 shipping.
They would have to be some kind of like vintage Jordache, Gloria Vanderbilt kind of stuff to
Gloria
just.
Vanderbilt.
Todd, do you not remember when Gloria Vanderbilt had her own line of jeans?
I
Mm.
do, but they're not worth anything on
Well, I
eBay.
was just throwing that out there. I don't know. I don't sell. I'm not selling
No,
jeans.
no, she's not a popular brand right now.
I think that's one of those cases where they just made too much of it and put
Was it? I actually was it.
slapped her name on it.
They weren't really jeans, were they? They were kind of like a stretchy kind of material.
I don't know.
I don't remember, but I did have a pair of them.
Lag.
Like Spanx.
I don't know because they always fit like a glove on all the models and whatnot. So I thought they were. Um, hey, Mr. Sadie.
Now, if you
Can,
got Carhartt jeans, somebody will pay up for those.
Mm-hmm.
If the price is right, because you got to pay the shipping.
And I sold a couple of pair of those fire retardant jeans. So that kind of stuff still sells, but
Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. $8 shipping on jeans. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
yeah, Chastity, the amount of items I was shipping in the flat rate envelopes back in the day were only like $5 or $6 to ship. And man, I could put jeans in almost any one of them.
It's
Yeah, some of the Levi's are good.
yeah. Because I mean, when you start throwing $8 shipping in there, can you not buy your pair of jeans off of Amazon and have it shipped to you for free? And I know there's a lot of clothing sellers in our community, but I mean, really, jeans are $100. Not my jeans, Mike. Mr. Sadie, you spend $100 on your jeans?
Shoot, I get my jeans from the Lutherans on bag sale day for about $1 a piece.
Mm.
Mike wears those. He must wear those fancy jeans with all the bedazzling on them.
Remember those jeans some of the girls wore that had sayings on their ass?
Yeah, I remember girls in high school that we had the flared jeans. They would do like embroidery down each side of them. So they had like fancy designs going down each side of them. Tom, what year did you last buy jeans? Like I bought some
Cha-ching!
last year or this year, and I did not pay $100 for a pair of jeans. What what do you do? Go down to Rodeo Drive of New York and buy your jeans lag? Really, dude?
Mm.
Okay. If you Oh, this is crazy. I just googled $100 jeans. Okay, Ariel men's flame resistant M4 relaxed workhorse boot cut jean, $114 from Amazon. All of that Ariat is all about 115 bucks. Okay, this is where stupidity. And if I was selling them, I'd hope there would be stupid people out there. Men's super destroyed baggy pants by it does say 2,500 bucks.
Mm.
That's got to be they're trying to money launder. Uh, Cull, Kuhl with the little double dots over the U.
Cool.
Is that cool?
Hmm.
Uh, $109.
Yeah, Cool's a good brand. I've sold some Cool pants before.
Oh, have you?
Yep,
I'm sorry.
they sold fast and for like $40 a pair.
Wow. If I was a billionaire, I might consider $100 pair of boots. I mean pants, but no,
Mm. Me either.
I'm just not doing it. And besides, good morning, Deb. Hope everything's going good down in Florida. Um, that's just that's crazy. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. Even though Mr. Sadie, he has to have the fancy jeans while he's
Oh yeah.
walking around the ranch, or the farm. I guess he's up in Missouri, so it's the farm. Sevens, that's the brand. I don't know. Years ago, a buddy, when shoes really started getting expensive, his son needed some new shoes, and he said he wanted this certain brand of shoes, and it was Nikes or something, and they were like $150. He said I handed my son a $50 bill and said, "That'll buy a pair of good tennis shoes. You can make up the difference if you want those other ones." And I said, $50? I can go to Walmart and get me a pair of tennis shoes for $15.99. Oh, you want to come tour Ping's denim inventory?
What is that?
American Honey, she wants to come see your denim inventory. Dang, Todd.
Oh, they just paid for it.
Uh,
How
I just
are you local? I got to get those jeans listed. Oh, geez.
um,
I got to get motivated.
do you live in do you live in the Anaheim area, or you live north of
I'm
that
just
area?
I'm just north of Disneyland by 2 miles.
Okay, that's what I thought you were in that area.
Yeah. I told you my I gave all my jeans to my sister because she said she could sell them. And then when she found out what she had to go through to do that in Arizona, she she didn't want to do it. So I said, "Well, next time you come back, bring them back." So she brought them all back to me. So now I have them.
Hmm.
And these jeans I bought in a huge lot way back over 20 years ago. And at the time, I can remember their orange tag, silver tag. I don't know. Very vintage by now. Well,
Texas, I wear good shoes now because I'm old and I'm fat. I just I know I don't have kids anymore. They buy their own. I mean, teenagers. My kids are grown and they buy their own clothes. I don't know what people pay for stuff. And no, I don't have. I don't do the cycling shorts. There's just too much of this goodness to be stuffed into cycling shorts. Oh, you mean, you mean those are good? That's a good brand to sell. Tactical. Because I hear you. Um, you see these I say little old boys, they're probably in their 30s, out there pedaling their bicycle like a covey on Saturday and Sunday mornings, and they're not as wide as the damn bicycle seat. Oh,
well, my daughter made it back from Paris. They,
cool.
they had a
Was,
great time.
was it at the Olympics?
Well, they okay. When they went early, so They managed to get to 3 theme parks
All right,
in the Netherlands, in Germany, and in France.
right,
Then they attended the Olympics. I don't know how many events they bought tickets for.
right.
Then they went to Disneyland Paris for 2 days. Then they came home.
How do they like Disney Paris?
She said it was small. Well, first she said it was small, but because there's two, they have two parks, Disneyland Paris and the something Studios.
Right.
So
Hollywood
they
Studios?
went, hmm?
Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, I guess that's what it's called. And they went to both, but she said some of the rides she really enjoyed. And she said, and their haunted mansion is some other name,
Right.
something manor. But she
Right.
said this tiny, and she said, and it only took like the line never got like longer than 15 minutes. And then she said the ride is only worth about 15 minutes. So I guess she wasn't impressed with it.
Right.
She did like their Tower of Terror. And then there were some other ones that she mentioned that we don't have here.
Right.
So anyway, so yeah.
Did she leave before, or did she get to do anything with the Olympics, or was she out before the Olympics started? Was
No,
she out of Paris?
I I think she okay. The Olympics is still going, and she
Right.
left. She came back Saturday, but
Okay.
when she got there, it was I guess the week before that. So
I don't think it's done that good this year.
no, she said they saw. Let me see, what was it? The volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
and the picture she had was amazing. There's the court, and there's the people all around, and then you see the Eiffel Tower.
Cool.
So yeah, and then they also saw oh, swimming. She had some pictures of swimming and the beach volleyball, and I can't remember what other one. She said on one of them, their tickets were behind this gate, and it had a big sign in front of it, so they couldn't see anything. So her husband got up and complained about it, who went to somebody else, and they finally got some good seats. Oh, I think
Cool.
that was the tennis one, because she said they moved them up so they were close enough to where the people were coming in and out of. So,
I'm not a. I am not a summer Olympics person. I like the Winter Olympics. I like the skiing and
mm-hmm.
the skiing and the slalom. The little cars that run down through the tracks, whatever they called.
Yeah,
Um,
slow.
curling,
Yeah.
luge. Thank you, honey.
Oh yeah.
Um, I think they've just had to deal with too much stuff because one of the people that I follow on YouTube at Travel Channel, he he and his wife, they live in the UK. They actually at the last minute they got tickets to the opening ceremonies. I mean,
Ooh.
not the last moment. They decided to go at the last time. Didn't have any problems finding a hotel. Didn't have any problems getting, and they said they had pretty good seats. Um, I just don't think it's. I think they've had a lot of turmoil over there. The world has had a lot of turmoil. Money's getting tight. The bobsled, yeah, that I like that bobsled and the luge. I like both of those. I can't imagine going down that damn hill or that track at 100 miles an hour on one of those, on a snow sled, basically laying on your belly. But I think they just had a hard time of it.
Mm-hmm.
The Winter Olympics is going to be in Italy in 2026.
And then Los Angeles gets the Olympics in 2028.
God only knows how much it'll cost for anything there,
Mm,
because it's already expensive out there.
yeah, it is. Now
So, Mr.
the last time they had the Olympics here, I have a friend that had a motel, and they did a lot of fixing up because they thought they were going to get a lot of folks, and it didn't happen. People didn't come, so we'll
Uh,
see what happens.
yeah, I don't want to go to Los Angeles even when it's not,
Yeah,
even when it's not the Olympics. You know,
yeah,
um, we've flown. I've flown through Los Angeles twice. Well, I flew into Los Angeles and then got on a cruise ship. The second time we flew through on the way to Australia. Let me tell you what, Texas. I've rode my fat ass down on a garbage bag, down a damn ice, a little bit of snow over here, many a time. So
Mhm.
there. Uh, but like I said, I don't really like this. I mean, I really don't. If I had a kid that was participating in a sport that was going to be in the Olympics, that would be different. Saucer sled, cookie sheet. I've got thrown off of my brothers and I and our cousins and a bunch of friends have gotten thrown off the damn slopes at Sugar Mountain and Beach Mountain so many times because after they close the slopes, it's by at night. It's nothing but a sheet of ice. So you can get out there and get on a dadgum cookie sheet and do 100 miles an hour down that hill.
I like that scene in Christmas Vacation where Chevy Chase puts that super lubricant on his
Yeah,
saucer and just shoom.
yeah. It's supposed to keep it. It's supposed whatever it is. It's supposed to keep the cereal from getting soggy quickly. Cardboard boxes, man. When I was a little kid down in South Carolina, when they were doing new construction, and they'd have these big piles of dadgum dirt. When it would rain, we'd get cardboard boxes and we'd slide down those hills and then listen to our mother's bitch because she had to use a gallon of bleach to get our underwear clean and our clothes clean. Good times.
Yep, we
And
did
kids
that as a kid too.
kid kids don't do stuff like that anymore.
Mm.
We used to get truck inner tube tires and fill them up with air and slide down the hills on those.
Yeah, rode them behind boats. Actually, I've been down the slopes on an inner tube before. That's kind of scary because you don't really have any way to control yourself.
Right.
A car hood. Dang, Mr. Sadie, you sound like you grew up next door to me if you were about
My,
10 years older.
my ex-husband had a scar on his face from going down on a car hood in the snow.
No, I didn't have. Never had to do the horse and buggy thing. We were too poor for horse and buggies. We had to walk everywhere we went. It looked like Little House on the Prairie walking to the church. All the family, all dressed up, headed to the church. Okay, it's 10 o'clock, guys. Anybody got anything to add to it before we shut this horse down? We put this horse back in the stable. I guess Scott will have his show in the morning. He's been antisocial. He just come in to criticize people and leave. So, no, I didn't do breakdancing. Breakdancing came into the age when I had already received. I had gotten into that you break bones easy age bracket. Anyway, this Earth is flat. Do not encourage him, Tactical Z.
Yeah.
Um, y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming in here. Thank you, Ping.
Alrighty, bye.
Thank you, Todd.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one.
All right.